and welcome to my kitchen. Today is National Sliders Day, and so in honor of National Sliders Day, Melissa over at Merely Melissa got together a huge collab from a bunch of different creators here on YouTube, and we are going to bring you all different ways to make sliders. This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to see everybody's different creative ways on their sliders and see how yummy they are and try out some of these recipes. I'm always looking for new recipes, so this is going to be exciting. I will have the playlist to this collab linked down in my description box below, so make sure that you go there and give everybody some love and watch through all the videos and see all the different ways that you can prepare a slider. I will also have Melissa over at I'm Merely Melissa's channel linked down below too. Make sure that you go over and give her some love. Also, she worked really hard getting this collab together, and so make sure that you go show her that. All right, y'all, let's get started. Y'all, I have the simplest recipe today. My ingredients are corned beef, which I got out of the deli section, sauerkraut, and then I've got some Swiss cheese. I have butter, Thousand Island dressing, slider rolls, and an onion soup mix.
So I'm starting out by just cutting up the rolls, and I'm only going to be doing 6 sliders because it is just Matt and I at home, and I did not know how well they would keep. The sauerkraut and Thousand Island on top, I was afraid would make the tops of the bread soggy if, you know, like we kept them overnight or whatever. So I just did 6 sliders, but I mean, you could do like the whole package of buns if your family's big enough, but since it's just the 2 of us. But anyway, I just got the buns over in the deli section. I did not use, I know a lot of people use Hawaiian rolls, but they're sweet, and I thought it would create kind of a weird taste with a Ruben. So I just did the regular slider buns from the actual deli. So the next thing we're going to do is put the Swiss cheese onto the buns, and I just take a slice of the cheese and, you know, basically tear it in half and put it on each bun, the top and the bottom. But I got the cheese out off of the shelf instead of in the deli because it's more expensive. You know, the cheese is more expensive in the deli. And I never have problems with packaged cheese like this. I think it's still really good. But the corned beef I did get out of the deli. The corned beef was quite expensive, I thought, at $13.99 a pound. But you could do, you know, 12 sandwiches for that. So if you're feeding a family for that, I guess it's not that expensive. But just for me and Matt, you know, it's kind of expensive. But for a meal, I mean, just for 2 people. But we did get 2 pans of sliders because I made some sliders again later in the week with the leftover meat because my husband was like, "Ooh, those are good. Can we make those again?" So here I'm just going to add my corned beef, and I did get the corned beef shaved very thin. I know in the northern parts of the United States, y'all call this chipping, but we call it shaved down here in the South. I actually lived in Delaware for a little bit, and I worked in a deli, and the first time somebody said, "I need some chipped ham or chipped," I was like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" I had no idea what they were talking about. So I really don't have any measurements for this mixture with the sauerkraut and the Thousand Island. I just kind of like spooned some sauerkraut down in there and just try to get, you know, like don't get like a whole bunch of the liquid in there, just trying to kind of, you know, drain it out as much as possible, and, you know, plop it down in the bowl there, and then add as much Thousand Island as you want to your taste, because you may not like a whole bunch of that taste, or you may want a whole bunch more of that taste. So just kind of eyeball it, see where it's at taste wise, and just measure with your heart. That's the best thing that I can tell you. I know this sandwich may not be for everybody because I know some people, they either love sauerkraut or they hate it. I don't think that there's like an in-between. I grew up with sauerkraut because my grandparents are, on my mother's side, are German. And so when I was growing up, they would make sauerkraut in the summer. They would grow the cabbage and everything in their garden, and then they would make it. And I'm going to tell you something. When people are making sauerkraut, it is the nastiest smelling, stoutest smelling stuff you have ever smelled in your life. It is horrific. And of course, when I was a kid, they didn't have air conditioning. All they had was one huge fan in their kitchen that would draw air throughout their house. So they did have electricity. However, they did not have running water, and they did not have plumbing in the house either. They had an outhouse, which sounds absolutely absurd, but my grandmother and grandpa had an outhouse up until the time that they were put in the nursing home. So for running water, they did have a water hose outside, like a spigot or whatever, but they also on the front porch had a cistern. And so that would fill up with water, like rainwater or whatever, and they would take a bucket and pull the water out of the cistern and then have water inside. And then my grandmother she did have an electric stove, but she also had the wood burning stove that you would put the wood inside the stove, and it like had burners on it, and you would heat up your water and stuff. So just to do dishes was like this huge chore, because, you know, she would have to like heat up the water in these big pans and then wash the dishes. I'm so happy for my dishwasher. That's all I have to say. I'm just so happy for my dishwasher. So I'm going to take this mixture, and I just used a cookie scoop and put 1 scoop on top of the corned beef of each sandwich. And then I'm just going to place the buns on top of that. So the onion packet and butter I had, I'm just going to take a half a stick of butter and melt it in the microwave. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of the onion packet. I just kind of eyeballed it and put it in that melted butter, and then give it a good stir. And then we're just going to brush it on top of our Ruben sliders. Know if I mentioned this at the first of the video, but I preheated my oven to 350. I'm not for sure if I mentioned that or not, so sorry about that if I did not, but yeah, 350.
while those sliders are in the oven, I thought I would take just a moment to introduce myself. So you're at Rachel's Southern Life, in case you're wondering, and I'm Rachel. I'm a 48-year-old mother and grandmother. We have 4 grown children, and we have 4 grandchildren, who we absolutely love. They're so much fun. But we are empty nesters. So sometimes content over here can be just a little bit different because we're empty nesters, but over here you will find real life messes. I don't clean before I clean. I show you exactly, you know, what's going on, how my day's been, if I've been suffering from depression, if I haven't cleaned in a while. Like, I just lay it all out there for you. I do believe in real life content. And so anyway, over here on my channel, you will find I do shopping hauls. I love to shop on a budget. And so I love shopping hauls. I love Goodwill. I love Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, Temu. I don't know. They've sponsored my channel once, and then I've done another video. So if y'all like Temu, I've got a couple of those videos. I love Shein. So I love shopping on a budget. I also do home decor, and I do cleaning and organization. Let's see, what else do I do? Day in the life. Basically just all kinds of different things. And if that's something that you think that you will love, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below and hit the like button, turn on the bell so you know when all my videos are coming up. Right now on my channel, I know this is a cooking video, but I am decluttering my house right now. So you're gonna see more and more decluttering videos coming up. I think my next one is my closet. I've got it about halfway done. I did clean it out and have a yard sale a couple weeks ago. So yeah, so I am working on getting that organized. So anyway, yeah, we are going to check on those sliders. So let's go see how they're doing.
I know that it looks like my oven is on fire, but it's because I put wax paper down on my pan, and I don't know what it is about wax paper, but it always makes my oven smoke up. Can y'all tell me why? Because I absolutely have no idea why it does that. It does not do that with aluminum foil or anything else. Just wax paper seems to make my oven look like it's on fire. I don't know what the deal is. Let me know in the comments down below.
Y'all, look at this. Does this not look delicious? Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to taste it. I love a good Ruben sandwich, so I am so excited to try this if I can fit the thing in my mouth, because it is quite quite tall. Oh my word, that is yummy. This is so good. Oh my word. This is gonna be my husband's new favorite dish, I guarantee you. He is gonna be so excited to come home and find a pan of Ruben sliders on the stove. He's gonna be like, what just happened? If y'all like this video, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Make sure that you go down in my description box below and find that playlist, click on it, and watch all of the videos. I cannot wait to see what everybody's done, so make sure that you go do that. And thank you so much, Melissa, for hosting today's collab, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.